We are talking about cybersecurity. General Hewitt, we're going to start with you. A lot going on over there, and maybe you can give us a top line of U.S. Cyber Command and sort of the responsibility area that you have there. I see you all are going big on AI, and I think you've been over there about a little bit less than a year, right? About 3/4 of a year, if I recall. So give us a state of the state as to what's happening in your domain.
It is very, very busy. You're right. I've been there a little less than a year. During that time that I've been there, really an unprecedented amount of activity. I have been at subordinate headquarters and operational units working for Cyber Command for the last 5 or 6 years. And I only see an uptick in activity from adversaries and malicious cyber actors as they advance their tradecraft and their TTPs. Since I've been at Cyber Command, the level of maturation that I've seen has been pretty remarkable. The Department of Defense Information Network, is often touted as the biggest network, in the world. 3.5 million endpoints on any given day that we're charged with defending. And the way that it was organized and formed is really a patchwork of networks that are loosely affiliated, connected, that we don't necessarily control every single endpoint because I can't go and touch it every day. And so that maturation has led us to organize that network into essentially 45 sectors, which has allowed us speed for defense, right? And so, the way that we defend is by pushing orders out, by pushing tasks and actions that we need our subordinate commanders to take in order to defend the network. And before, where it would take an order, on any given day, 3 to 5 months to close. And by an order, I mean, hey, take an action, go patch a box, go patch against a vulnerability. We're able to do it at speed now. And so that's been pretty remarkable to see. The other area that I've seen us really grow is through partnerships. And that's really our asynchronous advantage, I believe, at Cyber Command, is the way that we are working with not just industry, but across our government, intergovernment partners, the FBI, other law enforcement agencies, allies and partners. We have a very large group of partners that we're working with on a daily basis. And that's a big difference from our adversaries who are not working with partners. They are working in stovepipes. And so it is really a collective defense where we're making all of us stronger. And so that's been fantastic. And then the last thing I'll leave you with is what I've seen over the last year or so that I've been in the job is how we're, so often we've been focused on the maneuver force, what we call the cyber mission force, or our defensive mobile teams, or CPT, cyber protection teams. That's the defensive component of the cyber mission force. But there's a whole nother force that exists within the military and the Department of Defense, in our NOCs and our SOCs, that are about 300,000 people strong. We have been tapping into that force in order to make our everyday defense better, so that our mobile defensive force is not as taxed, and we're upping our game. So a lot of really great initiatives that I've seen over the last 12 months that I've been here.